There's all to play for going into the penultimate day of the LV County Championship match between Durham and Sussex at the Emirates Durham International Cricket Ground, after the second day was again a friendly one for the bowlers. Durham resumed on 131 for 6 in reply to Sussex's 211. 16 wickets had fallen on the first day, but that trend was ended in the morning by the overnight batsmen Phil Mustard and Scott Borthwick, who actually lasted for much of the morning session. The Sussex first innings had been built around one excellent stand of 106 for the 6th wicket, and this pair were now almost matching what those two had done. They batted with few problems and looked as if they might give their side a decent first innings advantage, which may have proved crucial as this match wears on. Having come together late on the previous day with a total of 119, Mustard and Borthwick now carried that score to 202, with a stand of 83 to reduce the deficit to just 9. Sussex desperately needed to break this partnership and did so 20 minutes before lunch, when acting captain Chris Nash trapped Mustard in front for 45. One often brings two, and 3 balls later Borthwick was also out, turning a delivery from Kirk Verners to Michael Yardy to depart for 35. So now the wickets were coming thick and fast again. Verners struck again in his next over by bowling Callum Thorpe to leave Durham on 203 for 9. So it was Sussex who should have had a small first innings lead, but Chris Rushworth was dropped by Yardy, a rarity that. And Graham Onions was also spilled by Nash, an extraordinary let-off. That allowed the last pair to have a go, and they cashed in on their extraordinary moments of fortune with a flurry of runs. They added 24 for the last wicket before a rain shower drove the players off the field. 10 overs were lost in the process. On the resumption, Onions advanced down the pitch to Monty Panesar and was bowled as Durham were dismissed for 227 for a lead of just 16. Sussex then started badly for the second time in the match. Nash, needing 16 runs to complete 1,000 for the summer, was LBW to Rushworth for a duck. But Luke Wells and Yardy then combined to take their side back into the lead. The new ballers worked wonders for the bowlers in this match, and so both of these left-handers had to be at their very best to keep the Durham attack at bay. Yardy was just beginning to look good as he struck 29 in a stand of 40, which was just starting to establish the second innings. But then the former Sussex skipper was the latest LBW victim, Thorpe with the wicket this time. And when Ben Stokes found enough movement in the air to catch the edge of Joe Gatting's bat, Sussex were back in the mire. They did still have Wells at the crease though, and he enjoys this cricket ground. In fact, he struck his maiden first-class 100 here early on during last season, and he now dug in doggedly to try to push his side ahead once more. But with the total on 68 and the lead standing at just 52, Matt Machin edged Stokes behind, and in the next over, Thorpe yorked Verners to have him foot before for 1 at 69 for 5. Ben Browner coming to bat on day 1 with his side in an almost identical position. Again he batted soundly, but it was Wells who was the star performer. In each innings a couple of batsmen have found some form, and it was Wells' turn now as he completed an excellent half-century before the close of 96 deliveries. He'd struck 8 fours, many of them through the gully region. So his wicket is now the key one. He'll resume on the third morning on 51 with Brown on 12. Together they've added 43 runs in 15 overs to take their side to 112 for 5, and that gives them a lead of 96.